Hi, I'm Dorinda from PrimordialDor Tarot, and I'm here to do a Taurus reading for May the 17th to 20th, 2025. I'm using the Thoth Tarot deck, and I'm going to do a Celtic cross. So I'm doing it for the collective of Taurus, so it may resonate and it may not. So take what resonates and leave the rest behind. All right, at this time, I'd appreciate it if you could hit the like and subscribe button. It costs you nothing to subscribe, helps me build this channel, and I appreciate it. Thank you. For Taurus. What's going on with Taurus today? Just gonna cut the deck. All right. Calling upon the universe. Can we have some messages for Taurus, please? For Taurus. What's going on with Taurus today? For Taurus, please. Some cards for Taurus. For Taurus, please. Can we have some cards for Taurus, please? Oh, there's one that flew out. All right, Taurus, bottom of the deck, see overall. We have Sun in Virgo, 8 of Disprudence. All right, Taurus, this is a beautiful card, all right? I love this card. This is about clearing things out of your life that you no longer need, okay? You know, pruning away. It's springtime. You want to prune those bushes back, get that new growth, okay? So this is about pruning away things out of your life to get the new growth, okay? This is the bottom of the deck. All right, and it could be people, it could be items, like cleaning out the basement, or it could be thought patterns and belief systems, things that are holding you back in life for so long, okay? And you got to realize it at some point. And there may be people, they're frenemies, people that really don't want to see you succeed, you know, but you keep hanging with them, you know? Sometimes you gotta clear house. You gotta hit clear house, and that's the card to do it right there, that Virgo card. All right, Taurus, your present situation is Major Arcana, the Empress card, and that's all beautiful love. That's being at home, emotionally feeling great, being with the right people, all right? And people that are like-minded, people that have your back no matter what happens. They got your back, that kind of love. Okay, Taurus, this is where you're sitting right now, present situation. All right, and you're cleaning house. You're in a nice place. You're feeling good emotionally. All right, you got some decent people around you. You're feeling great, but there's some cleaning to do, okay? You know, you just gotta get rid of some things. All right, Taurus. So you're sitting in a beautiful place, Taurus. All right, you're happy, you're feeling good. And that's a beautiful place to be. Okay, Taurus. Your challenge is the Knight of Swords. All right? So he rules communication and speaking, articulation, saying the right words at the right time. But let me see. I feel that this is somebody in your life that a little chaotic. Sometimes he's chaotic and he rushes in. You know, like a bull in a china shop, this guy. And he's a little bit out of control at times. And I think he's upsetting this beautiful home, good vibe you got going on. There's somebody that's upsetting this most beautiful, high vibration, good feeling, good place you're in. There's somebody that's upsetting the apple cart, Taurus. And that's your challenge, is to try to hold that vibration when somebody's challenging you and doing things to upset you. And, you know, just a wreck. Here comes the wreck. Here comes the problems, right? Here comes the problems. So that's your challenge, Taurus, to try to maintain a Zen-like attitude when someone's just want to drive you crazy. Okay, Taurus. Your below position, Taurus, is Saturn and Sagittarius, 10 of Wands oppression. Okay, being a 10 card, it indicates that something in your life is over. Some timeline is collapsing. Something in your life is done. Could be a living situation. Could be a relationship. Okay? Could be frenemies. Just could be people. Job. You feel oppressed. You feel like you can't be yourself. You can't express yourself the way you really want to express yourself. Nobody will like it if you say that. Okay? And you can't really be yourself because they won't like that either. No wonder you're pruning house. You got some things to go here, Taurus. So you're feeling oppressed. Somebody's upsetting your beautiful, nice feeling place. If you're a woman, maybe there was a romantic relationship and this guy's chaos and he's trouble and he's making you feel oppressed. Okay? And if you're a man, you're in a nice place and there's some guy that's just upsetting the apple cart here and you're feeling oppressed. Somebody's upsetting your beautiful little high vibration self and you want to get out of this. This is over. Something's over. That's why you're cleaning house. That's why you're cleaning house, Taurus. Okay? You're feeling oppressed and that's not a good way to be feeling, right? What are you going to do? You got to go. All right, in your past position, we've got Major Arcana. We have the Chariot card. Okay, now this could be yesterday, last week, all right? You made a decision. You got to get out of there. And the red wheels of intention have been set. The armor's on, the visor's down, okay? And you're moving forward. You've already left, okay? This here situation that's upsetting you, making you feel oppressed, okay? You have left. And you know what you're doing and you're moving forward and you're being guided by the universe because you just don't need to be taking that oppression, okay? The universe is guiding you. It's shining the light and showing you the way to go. Okay, Taurus? You might not know where the path is, but you're going. You have already left. All right, Taurus. Your future position. We have Sun in Scorpio, 6 of Cups, pleasure. All right, well, things are getting better now, okay? And, you're coming from a beautiful place, the Empress. Absolutely beautiful place, but there's somebody trying to upset that. Well, now in your future, this is 6, living in the middle of the tree of life. A 6 card's absolutely beautiful, okay? And this is all the good things in life. Good food, good conversation, being in a beautiful place with the right kind of people. All right, all your desires being met, the fulfillment of sexual will. And this Empress card is like that too. It's all the beautiful things in life. That's where you're coming from. All the most beautiful things and pleasure and sensuality and sexuality and all good food and good conversation. But somebody is upsetting that. The Knight of Swords and that 10 of Wands is wrecking your vibe, Taurus, when you got it going on here. All right? So you're heading off to your nice place. They're trying to take it away from you, but you're holding, Taurus. You got it. All right, Taurus, your near future, you have Jupiter and Capricorn, 2 of Discs change. Well, yeah, things are changing. The only thing constant in life is change. So, you just stay in a semi-packed situation. Always be half ready for change, But you're changing. You're leaving that behind, that oppression, okay? And that person that's trying to upset your nice vibes. And you're moving forward. And this is in life, in jobs, living situation, relationships, whatever. Starting a new business, starting a new place to live, changing everything up completely because you're doing the work. You're doing the work to start with this disc energy, clearing house. Who's upsetting you, who's not? They got to go if they're upsetting you, right? Start something completely different. Maybe it's at work that you're feeling oppressed and you want to change. But these are beautiful cards here, and you have some beautiful cards here, Taurus. All right? So you're moving forward. All right. Okay, in your internal position, Taurus, you have the Princess of Wands. Well, she's just delightful. She's beautiful, charming, charismatic, magnetic. She draws people to her. She's a high vibration. And maybe you're thinking about a Princess of Wands. A Princess of Wands, okay? Pretty little thing, wants to have fun, wants to dance, wants to have all the fun at the party. Okay, so you're thinking about her. Thinking about a Princess of Wands. And, you know, and perhaps, you know, with the pleasure card here. All right? You want to have some pleasure with her. Because your beautifulness, your Empress life got ruined by somebody. They oppressed you. All right? So you're thinking about that. All right, Taurus, in your environment position, you have Major Arcana. You have the Emperor card. All right, well, he's the authority. He knows poverty. He knows wealth. And he's the authority because of all this, you know, knowledge and life experience. All right, and the take charge energy. So, this is in your environment. I think you're just taking charge of your environment now because you've been oppressed in this 10 situation and you don't want that anymore. You're taking charge. You've made a decision. You have made the decision. You're leaving. You're heading for pleasure and change. Thinking about a Princess of Wands, but it's time now that you take charge of everything. Take charge of the money. Take charge of the living situation. Change your work situation. Whatever it takes to get things back on track. You are taking hold of the reins now, Taurus. And you're going to fix everything up. Get out of that oppression. All right, Taurus. In your hopes and fears, you have Jupiter and Libra, 4 swords, truce. Okay, so there's truce now, so there's no fighting. But the 4 swords is about, it's about releasing things that are holding you back, okay? And, you know, I come back to the thought patterns and belief systems, okay, that are holding you back in life. You know, sometimes you've just been taught that stuff growing up, and maybe it's not working for you. Maybe you want to create your own belief systems, you know? And that's what this card here is all about. Same thing, pruning out. It's the same message, Taurus. Same message. You got some beautiful energy going on here, but there's something, thought pattern, belief system that's holding you back in life. So you're pruning here, getting rid. And this card signifies it as well. It's time to move forward and, you know, take the thought patterns that work for you, that help you, and leave the rest behind, okay? Because they're holding you back in life, all right? And you got that Emperor card, and you know it, and you're starting to take charge of things. All right, Taurus, the final card in the outcome of this reading is Venus and Aries, 4 of Wands, completion. Another card signifying that something's over. You know, you've mastered some skill or something. Could be a skill at work or something, and you were the very best at it and everybody admired you for it, but you can't take it any higher. There's nowhere else to go. As you see, like, nothing goes by these rings here. Absolutely nothing. The flames, nothing. It's over now. So, you know, the 10 is same thing. 10 of Wands and the 4 of Wands, signifying that something in your life is over. And it could be a relationship. And that Knight of Swords just came in and just ruined everything, or, you know, he's the wrecker, the home wrecker, or something like that. But this card is signifying something's over. You know, you did it well, but it's done now. That's the final card of this reading. So this reading's all about moving forward. You have some great energy going on here, Taurus, but there's just some things in your life that are closing now. And that's what those cards are suggesting. I'd like to conclude with one animal spirit card, please. One card for Taurus, please. One card for Taurus. One card for Taurus. One card for Taurus, please. All right, let's take this one. Whale spirit. Trust in the great mystery, Taurus. Trust in the great mystery. Yeah, you don't know where you're headed off in that. You're being guided by the universe, but you just got to trust in the process, okay? Trust in the great mystery, Taurus, and you'll get there. All right, that was a great reading. I hope you enjoyed it. I did, and I'll catch you next time.